Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver. I'm the author of It's Okay to Leave the Plantation, Tribalism, The Rope. Been trying for years to talk about where we are, the darkness that's upon us, the covering over our eyes, where we cannot recognize the truth, and how to recognize the truth. It's a Sunday, July 24th, 2016. The conventions are over, and we've been talking about, well, the Republican convention is over. And we're talking about governing the Constitution, ruling, electing officials, who's qualified to be a candidate, and all those things. And I want to tell you something first, folks. The U.S. Constitution was not written for politicians to rule us. It was not written with the concept of a permanent political class of people. So when they say that so-and-so is not qualified because he has no experience, they said that about Barack Obama. And now they're trying to say that it's the same with Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, Donald Trump's lack of political experience is an asset to him. Donald Trump's lack of insider trading, lack of good old boyism, lack of trying to develop a situation to feed his next election, those things are highly sought after and very rare in politics. So I hear the Democrats are now calling the Republican convention a dark convention, and it reminded me of something. Usually God requires the enemy to identify himself. For those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, they will identify themselves. You don't have to figure out who is your enemy and who is not. The enemy confesses who they are and what they're doing by what they are saying about you. What they say about you is what they are really doing themselves to you. Who else uses the terms mean-spirited, hateful, racist? Liberal Democrats. And we know they're the racists. They're the ones that are mean. They're the ones that want to abort children. They're the ones that want to put your kids in schools they know are failing. They're the ones that thrive on welfare benefits. And they call you dark because they're the children of darkness and they are the children of the father of all lies. So you be very careful what they call you. When they call you an Uncle Tom, when they call you a sellout, that's what they are. Because they want a sellout sold out the plans to master. The sellout loved master. He sold the plans of escape. What am I going to, in order for you to think I'm a sellout, you must think that you're a slave. You must think that you are a slave because I have to sell out something that you are. I can't sell out a free person. I can only sell out a slave. Uncle Tom means you haven't read the book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. You don't know where the word came from. So this election cycle, listen to what they say. I know you liberal blacks are scared because master is angry and upset. And he is how you get your food. I know that you black leaders, you black pastors who are leading these liberal congregations, I know you get your money and prestige by honoring master in your pulpit. Those days are over, and you're screaming and squirming because you don't understand what's coming your way. I got that, I know. And your fear is pathetic, and we're going to walk over it and leave it. We're not going to try to deal with it. I'm not going to try to make you feel better in your darkness. I'm just going to gather people who want to be free, and we're going to go to freedom. And I do not care. Most black conservatives do not care if you like it or hate it or come against us. It is irrelevant. It is like water off our backs. Call me what you want to call me. That's signifying. That's high school, junior high school. That's elementary school. That's playground stuff. Oh, you mean, and you're going to curse. This cursing, where does it come from? That means you do not have the ability to engage in a conversation based on facts, only on emotions. And I'm not an emotional person. I'm just telling the truth and go home, folks. I get nothing from you. I can offer you nothing but advice. There's nothing I can do to you. I'm not the reason you're in the ghetto. I'm not the reason you're in the gang areas. I'm not the reason your kids are going to jail. I'm not the reason you have graduated unable to read and write. And I'm not the reason. So don't get mad at me. I'm telling you, freedom is there. Opportunity is there, not just for you, but you got to think about your children, your baby's mama, your children, and get something done. So join me on YouTube. Join me on Facebook. Join me on yououghttobefree.com. Join us and engage in the conversation. Even if you have problems, engage in the conversation. When you call me a name, I'm going to block you. I'm not going to debate with you. What do I get for talking to you? What benefit is it to me to allow you to come onto my site and cuss at me and act a fool and show your ignorance? I'm not interested in your ignorance. If you want to be free, let's go to freedom. If you want the same thing that's around you right now, if you want the same problems in your neighborhood, if you want the same results in schools, if you want the same cops doing the same things to your kids, you keep voting for your master. You keep voting for the same people. They're around you and they come around you. You know they're coming around every election telling you we're going to fight for you. I don't need anybody to fight for me. I'm an American citizen. I'm the baddest thing on this planet. So, join yourself. Do what you want to do. Do what you got to do. Deal with it. But we're going to go to freedom. YouOughtToBeFree.com. Buy the book Tribalism. Support what we're doing or stay where you are. Stay right or be left. Eternity is a long time to be wrong.